The night was hot in Las Vegas. Neon lights reflected off the hoods of expensive cars, and the city pulsed with life, music, and adrenaline. Tupac Shakur had just left Mike Tyson's fight, riding shotgun in a black BMW with Suge Knight behind the wheel. They rolled down the Vegas Strip, windows down, music blaring, fans screaming his name. But then, tires screeching, gunfire ripping through the night. In the chaos, Tupac was struck multiple times. 6 days later, on September 13, 1996, the world was told that one of the most influential rappers in history had died. But here's the problem. That's where the facts end and the conspiracies begin. The official account is clean. Maybe too clean. After the Tyson fight, Tupac and Suge got into a scuffle with a man named Orlando Anderson in the MGM lobby. Hours later, as they drove, a white Cadillac pulled up beside them. Shots fired, chaos. Tupac rushed to the University Medical Center where he reportedly placed on life support before passing away a week later. End of story, right? Except something doesn't set right. For starters, there's inconsistencies. The coroner's report listed Tupac as 6 feet tall and 215 pounds. In reality, he was around 5'9" and 160 pounds. No verified autopsy photos were ever released. Only one mysterious image that many fans insist is fake. Suge Knight, who was driving the car, claimed for years that he never saw Tupac's body in the hospital. In an interview, he flat out said, "Nobody I knew saw Tupac dead." And then there's the number 7. Tupac was shot on September 7th, survived exactly 7 days. His last album was called Don Killuminati, The 7-Day Theory. Many of his lyrics reference the number. Fans began to whisper about something deeper, something staged. Before his death, Tupac became obsessed with Makaveli, the Italian philosopher who wrote about faking one's death to fool enemies. He even renamed himself Makaveli for his final album. On it, he raps about his own death, resurrection, and revenge. Coincidence, or was he telling us his plan? Others believe the government had a hand in it. Tupac wasn't just a rapper. He was the son of a Black Panther, politically outspoken, and a voice for the youth. FBI files show he was under surveillance. Could his influence have been too powerful, too dangerous? Was he silenced because he was more than just an artist, but a revolutionary? Of course, the East Coast versus West Coast feud. Many point fingers at Orlando Anderson, the man Tupac fought in the MGM lobby just hours before the shooting. Anderson was killed 2 years later in an unrelated shootout, never charged. Others blame Notorious Big or Diddy, fueling the flames of a deadly rap rivalry. But when Biggie himself was murdered 6 months later under eerily similar circumstances, the water grew even murkier. And then there are those who refuse to believe he died at all. Sightings have poured in from Cuba, South Africa, New Orleans. Photos, videos, whispers of a man who looks, talks, and moves like Tupac. Even Suge Knight's own son once claimed, "Tupac is alive." And here's the strangest part. Posthumous albums kept coming. His lyrics often sounded eerily current, as though Tupac was still writing, still speaking from somewhere in the shadows. 6 months after Tupac's death, Biggie Smalls was murdered in Los Angeles, 2 legends gone in almost identical ways. And yet, Tupac never really disappeared. His voice continues to echo through the world, sometimes so powerfully it makes you wonder if he's still here, just outside of reach. So, what really happened that September night in Las Vegas? Was Tupac Shakur the victim of a gang feud, a government conspiracy, or did he master the ultimate escape? slipping into the shadows, watching the world wonder. Maybe we will never know, but one thing is for certain. Tupac Shakur became more than a man that night. He became a myth, and myths don't die. This is Nightly Haven, and today, the question still lingers in the desert air. Did Tupac ever really leave us? Have a good day, guys.